What's up, guys? So today I will be talking about two concepts: confidence and happiness. Now these two concepts are things that a lot of people strive towards. Happiness is pretty obvious why people look towards that, and confidence is really geared towards guys because uh, they'll learn through dating advice or whatever that apparently confidence is where it's at in order to get girls and stuff like that. So there's this whole stigma behind confidence. Now, both of these things I've discovered are sort of byproducts of something else. So certain people will strive towards confidence or strive towards happiness. And quite honestly, that's just as retarded as sort of striving towards fear. Like, you can't really just say, oh, I want to be fearful today, or I want to be scared today. You have to have a reason or a byproduct that triggers fear. And so it's sort of the same thing with happiness or confidence. You can sort of set these as goals, don't get me wrong, but in order to do this, you kind of have to realize that these are sort of byproducts of certain things and set goals to achieve these as byproducts. Now, even those people who are just happy on a normal, like, day-to-day lifestyle, and you ask them why, and they say, oh, I'm just happy. Even them, they have a reason that they're happy, whether they realize it or not. And it's just rooted in the definition of the term. Therefore, if you want happiness, you have to have logical reasons. And usually it's either they're like faking it, but most of the time it's because that they're just content with every area or a lot of areas in their life. They have their family sorted, friends sorted, everything sorted, which leads to an overall byproduct of just being satisfied and happy with their day-to-day lifestyle overall. And this is just my sort of elementary sort of perception of the term. So moving on to confidence, it's the same thing. The definition of the term in itself is just like you are pretty sure of the result 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10. Like, by definition, if you're confident, you have to elaborate on what you're confident in. You can't just say you're confident. And usually when people say that they're just confident, it's implied that they're confident in something. So by definition, you have to have a reason for confidence in an area that you're confident in. And that can be you're confident in playing well in tennis because you have a private tutor in tennis and you've practiced for many years. Same thing with, again, what most people or most guys attribute confidence to, which is just confidence in yourself. And that's, by definition, is rooted in confidence in how you talk to others, confidence in how you speak, and confidence in how girls will react to you. And so both of these things, confidence and happiness, are rooted, at least this is my perception as of now. It may change a year from now when I've learned more about this world, but as of now, I think they're both rooted, like, just blandly saying, oh, I'm confident, or oh, I'm happy. It's so generic, and obviously there's people do say this, and even when they do say it, it is implied by definition of something more specific. So you have to realize that certain, like, these things require like something to cause this to occur. So in order for you to be confident with girls, there's a lot of avenues. This is my sort of take-home message. If you want to be confident with girls, there's a lot of ways. One way is just to sort of get rejected a ton of times and then come to terms with the fact that it's not that big a deal. The world doesn't end with rejection. And then you're sort of confident with talking to girls because you can sort of talk just like a confident guy would talk to a girl because you've been through rejection and you're no longer scared or nervous or unconfident of what might happen. And essentially, through all areas, that you can be confident in, whether it's sports or exercise or academics, or maybe a test or a subject or a class or girls. It usually comes through experience. So you have to go out and practice and fail and get experience, and then just fail over and over again, and eventually you will be confident because you know what typical results may occur, and you're okay with that. You come to terms with that. And there's other ways as well. Some people are just born with natural positive feedback, and they just naturally gain experience, and they never get rejected. Maybe because they're for various reasons. Maybe they're a male model, who knows? And so they just develop confidence this way because they've gained experience naturally. And there's other ways as well, just maybe not caring about the result even with little experience, which is very hard to do. And with happiness, it's sort of the same sort of thing. I do think one thing that I've been told recently is that you have to sort of let go and realize that you should be happy with what you have right now. Like, sure, you should strive towards better goals, but from what I've been told from few people is that you are enough as of right now to be happy, and you have to sort of come to terms with that. And a lot of times, because of mainstream media and the sort of images we're constantly bombarded with through commercials and media and internet, we're constantly comparing ourselves to better and better stuff. And when we achieve that, rather than being satisfied and happy, we constantly look towards something better and are never satisfied and therefore never happy. And so for me, I feel like I could do better with making friends. I could do better with girls. I could do better with a lot of areas. And for a while now, I feel like I always compare myself to others, and I wasn't content. But as of now, I think I'm just going to be content with that. Oh, the lights turned off. And still aim for better goals, and we'll see what happens from there. So thanks for watching this video. As always, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe.